Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have 4 gameplays for you where you get to see the mistakes that I make and how I lose games. So most content creators, myself included, like posting wins, but I can tell you the majority of our games are not wins at all. So I just want to show you some of those games. So in this first game, I had someone on heartbeat, or not heartbeat, UAV, and the UAV was running out. So I think they're over here. I'm looking down the road and I'm about to check to see if they went to the TV station, and they were just hiding behind the rock. I have no idea how they knew I was there. But you can see they clearly are waiting for me, and they get me. So gulag it is. And sniper gulags are some of my favorite. So this guy's just staying prone. I missed my first shot, but if you jump swing, you are a lot harder of a target to hit. So I come back and I land over at Boneyard in the south part of it, and I'm waiting for loadout, and I also grabbed a bounty contract, and they're in that green building in Promenade. So I'm assuming these 2 loadouts that are falling are mine and his. So the only gun I was able to find on the floor was an R9 shotgun. So I'm running up, first thinking, let me get my loadout, and then I can engage him. But I see him there, he's ahead of me, I'm not going to get there in time, so I think, okay, maybe I can shotgun him. He gets his loadout, his falls, and he just stays hiding there, and I'm able to get him with the R9. So there wasn't much ground loot over in Boneyard, but what was there helped me get my bounty, gave me money, and gave me the ability to get a ghost loadout because he dropped his sniper. So I change out my rocket launcher for his SPR, and I go back to Boneyard to get some bounties. So my bounty's just on the other side of this area. I push a dead silence and I get a UAV, and he's down there and I don't see him. And I don't want to give up the high ground. So he stopped rotating to my left, and you can see he's coming back. And I see him just there, and it's a pretty easy kill. That was the CR56 with stopping power, and I start getting shot at. So I zigzag to get to cover, reload, and armor up, and I go grab that other bounty that's up here. So I popped another UAV, and there's a guy rotating to gas over there, and I think, let me get him. That's going to be an easy kill. So I push over, pop another UAV, and he had no idea I was there. And a lot of this game is just finding gunfights that you can put yourself in where you're pretty much guaranteed to win. That was one of them. So I'm holding the top floor, thinking if he climbs the ladder, I'll be able to snipe him. He does not climb, he rotates out. So I start shooting at him here with my CR56, and I probably should have tried sniping. Bounty went up, so I don't know where he is. I go and get this other bounty that's at storage, because it's on the way to zone, and I get someone on top of those apartments. And here's just where I missed my shot. So he's on UAV, and I should have aimed just a tad a bit above the head. I put it right on his head, and I just get an armor break. So I think he's probably going to rotate away from me, but he ends up rotating back. But my goal is to get on top of the gun store, and there's a prox mine. So something, I don't know if you guys know this, with prox mines, if you go prone when they pop up, you won't take any damage or very little damage. And that's something I need to improve on. So he's over there by the hay stables. I think, okay, great, I can hold him out. I'm going to wait for him to move into the field, right, because there's no cover there. And as I'm shooting him, I also didn't reload. You can see I only have 16 bullets. So I wasn't able to keep shooting, but it's a good thing because I almost died right there. There's someone in that house, I think, who started beaming me, and I just see if I can see them. So my bounty is still right there. He's kind of really in the only cover he has. Able to break him, and the guy that just shot at me starts shooting at my bounty, which forces him back towards me, and I'm able to get the down. Get some bullets in him, so he's really low health, and the gas, I think, helps finish him off. So at this point, the guy at Super, who was on that UAV earlier and I pinged him, starts sniping at me. And this guy has good shots. Again, zigzag, make yourself a harder target. Gas finishes off that kill for me. I get the bounty. And this guy just is pestering me, so I get on this ATV to get away, and he hits some really good shots. So it's kind of pinched right there. There's the guy in the house to my left, and there was the guy sniping me from Super. So I had to get away. And one of the best ways to get away is a vehicle. Granted, the ATV is the worst one because you're so exposed. So my goal here is just to get to cover, aka one of the houses. And I think those shots were from someone different. So I go over and I'm trying to see if I can get anyone rotating. I decide to go back as gas is closing. And if it wasn't for that, I would not have known this guy was coming for me. He jumped, I believe, from airport roof. So here I probably should have tried a sniper shot first with the SPR and then switch to my AR. But I know there's someone over there, and we both have to rotate to zone, and it's very open because you can see the final zone's kind of in the middle of the airport runway. So I use these dragon teeth as cover, and I rotate up, looking for him rotating, and he's right there, and I go to snipe him right when my gas mask pops over my face, and at this point I'm pretty screwed. So there's no cover in zone. The only cover is if I push to the middle, and you can see that he's over there already. So I decided to push towards this thing, and those sandbags got in my way. They slowed me down just a little bit. And this was a good play by him. He does a gas push, and I should have expected this. At this point, rather than ADSing the corner, I should have jump swung, tried to challenge in some way where I maybe had a chance rather than standing still. But there wasn't much I could do here. I didn't have a lot of cover. I probably should have rotated earlier than I did. So I want to show you guys this clip too. I could not get into this bus. This was from another game, and I ended up getting killed. Like, I'm just, I can't get in either one. And just let me know down in the comments, have you ever struggled to get into that bus? It's the bus on your way to port from downtown. And this is the second or third time that that's happened to me. So here we have another game. I'm using the Ram 7 in this game with the Car 98. That's kind of the loadout I've been trying out. I wanted to break from the FFAR, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the Ram 7 again. So I go all Han Solo on this guy. That's my bounty. He was on UAV. And that's basically what happens. I run in and I almost die. Look at my health, man. One more shot and he would have had me. Luckily, I ended up winning. So I have another bounty. I'm up on the roofs again sniping, and my bounty gets poached by this guy. And I'm able to get an armor crack. I trace him, or I follow him, and I'm able to get a headshot. He was moving around because he knew I was sniping him. But thankfully I was able to get him. I get another bounty later in the game, and this guy on this ATV just drives by, makes for an easy kill. So I'm on my way to the buy station, and I start getting shot at from port. You can see I have cash. I was trying to get a UAV. So again, zigzagging, I get to cover, and I get to more cover, and I decide to challenge this guy. So he's most likely in one of the cranes at port. I don't know which one. There's the AC unit for cover. I don't see any sniper glint, but that doesn't mean a lot because the Tundra and a lot of the Cold War guns, you can use scopes that have decent zoom with no glint. So I see him over in that one. And I missed my first shot, but thankfully I'm able to get him on my second. So I'm jumping up on this roof, just shoot from an angle that most people don't expect. You can jump on that dish to get up on top. And there was someone up there earlier, and I'm looking at the roofs. And do you see him? Do you see him? Aha! Just get an armor break. Barely visible, man. If I didn't have my NVIDIA filters on, I don't think I would have seen them. I have filters on to help see the rose skins. So here I have another UAV downtown, and I over-peeked, and I jump swing to get him, and you can see he was still hard shooting that corner. So that's just another tip for you guys. If you're behind cover and you peek one side, maybe jump swing the other, because they're not going to expect that. It can help you win. So this was just a lucky. I was trying to get one of those bounties, and I rotate out, and there's a guy right there. So here's how I die. I rotate to zone early. There's 3 people left, 4 including myself, and I think, okay, people are going to rotate into this building through that door. So I can either hold the door, but then I see the fire outside, so I try to maybe surprise someone by jumping out. He rotates in, and rather than having the strong position of holding that crate, I'm now in the open. He jump swings me, and he gets me. I had a bad thermite throw, too. So again, I needed to be more patient than I was, and I should have held that strong position to help win, and that guy ended up winning the game. So I land in this game at the fire station, and I get this scav, and I have low armor, and I hear someone pushing me, so I lay prone, and I hold the entryway to the door. I don't hold a corner, I hold the entryway. And I do the same thing here. Guy coming up the stairs. I'm able to get them both. So I finish out the scavenger. It was the last one was in this crate, and I get beamed by this guy. And I'm able to put those 3 plates on. I have 5 left. And I just have this R9 and this RPD. I switch, and I'm able to get headshot. So I changed my angle. Instead of going door, I went window. And then I instantly get pushed by this guy. And I'm stunned. I should have kept rotating left. See how I stopped there? It would have helped. But I don't think I would have won this anyway. He was able to get me with the swords. It was a good play by him. There's not much I could have done there, I don't think. Maybe if I had a lethal, I could have tried throwing that. So we're back to the gulag. I tried a no-scope. This guy's just trying to punch me, and I'm able to scope in and get him. So I come back, I get another scav, and it takes me to this building where there's a gunfight. So I third party. This guy runs downstairs probably to armor up, and I'm able to get an easy kill. But the guy he was fighting pushes me. I take his MP5 and his Car 98, and he pushes back down. And again, I probably should not have held the corner. Corners are really hard to hold, just because, you know, Peeker's advantage. That guy came around. I should have maybe tried to hold more of the staircase. But thankfully, there was a jailbreak. I'm able to get out. This guy pushes me in the truck. I'm able to use that little bit of stump as cover and get him. He did a good job bunny hopping and strafing. And I should have maybe gone to cover first, but I didn't, and I just armor up in the middle of the field, and I get sniped from the hill. That might have been my bounty even, I'm not sure. You can see they were kind of running towards the engagement. Best thing would have been to either go to that rock or just find better cover to armor up. I thought the tree would be enough, but not. So here's the 4th and final game, and we're downtown again. Guy on heartbeat. And I almost lose this one. He was mounted up on that counter. So here I have another bounty. Someone gets out of the car at the buy station. So I have a bounty on me and I have a bounty. And this guy, I don't know what he was thinking. That was my bounty. He gets out there, maybe to get something from the buy station. I don't know. But I think he thought he must have known I was on the roof. I don't know what he was doing. So I get a UAV and I pop it here and I see there's someone down below, and I pop a dead silence so they don't hear me and I push them. I was just trying to use the UAV for knowledge to see where they're going. They run through. I don't know if they're going to go left or right, but I want to get eyes on them. And he ends up going that way. He's in the open and I'm able to just get a nice clean kill with the Ram 7.
No mames, loco.
So I see this other person on UAV, and I go to hunt for them when I get an enemy soldier incoming. And I don't know what this gulager was doing. Like, clearly I'm there, clearly break him. Like, why would you drop on the roof? Like, why don't you just drop to the ground? I think that was the guy that was my bounty even. It's the same, looks like it's the same suit. There's that other person that was on heartbeat, or on UAV. I check my heartbeat and I hear them on the ladder. And they almost had me there. I think they were using the Modern Warfare AUG. I go back and I look at it, but it was a beamer. And I don't know if you guys noticed, in that gunfight, I started shooting as I was ADSing, which helped me land a couple bullets, which probably helped me win that gunfight. Because if I ADS'd and then shot, I don't think I would have done enough damage to kill them before they killed me. So I get someone on heartbeat here. I was about to rotate and I get another enemy soldier incoming, and I see there's a loadout crate over there. Loadout box, and that's just an easy kill. They probably should have lain prone. That's just tips. So I rotate from downtown to stadium, and I probably should have rotated early. This is a bad position, the roof, when you have to rotate. I missed my shot there, and I probably should have switched to the Ram instantly and started beaming him. But I didn't, and it enabled him to kind of fire back. So I just had to rotate right. And you can see the sniper glint up on the hill. At this point, I pretty much know the game is over for me. I got someone behind me to my left, and I got this person up front. So I'm trying to find some cover, maybe that rock, but I decided, you know, I need to get more into zone. So I'm trying to get to some cover to challenge this guy. And I peek left, and I didn't see him, but he was there, and he gets me from behind. That was the guy I was shooting earlier, I'm pretty sure. So I'm able to get out of the gulag without a fight, and I come back and I get my free loadout. And I kept most of this ending of the game in. So what I try to do, and I'm giving you this as a tip if you don't, is especially in solos, but as a whole, as a team, you want to rotate, use the pinwheel rotation, especially in end zones, to push into people. And so I play the edge of zone. And if you haven't seen my M4 video, that's a pretty good one. My M4A1. of me just kind of rotating on the edge of zone to get people. And I'll go ahead and leave a card up here for you guys for that video. So I'm rotating on edge just to see if I can get anyone either who's ahead of me or who's pushing late. Now, if I rotated to zone early before, if you remember where I was, I probably would have gotten beamed by this guy that I kill. So I'm rotating into zone and I see someone up on the hill and I'm now rotating behind them. So it was clear for them earlier, but they didn't know I was rotating behind. Maybe it'll get a pretty easy kill there. And I see that there's gunfire up by that shed. And I never got a whiff of this guy. I never saw him. I feel like I could have won this gunfight if I did a couple things differently. So if I kept my AR out, I switched to my rocket launcher, you'll see. So he closes the door, so I think, okay, he's gonna camp. And so I go to switch to my rocket launcher and he beams me. And then the door's open, but I don't see him. So no hit on my rocket, and I run away to try to armor up. And I probably should have just put a couple plates in and challenged or turned around, or even just one. But he pushes me, and at this point, I'm pretty screwed. He's probably going to continue to push me, and he does. So I shouldn't have armored. I probably should have just challenged, but I pretty much stood no chance. I mean, he had the FFAR, which is a beamer, and this guy ends up winning the game. So you can see he also rotates on the edge. So he cleared out behind him and he just rotates on the edge to rotate into people. He's basically dictating the gunfight by doing that. So you guys can keep watching it out. I want to say thank you if you've made it this far. I hope you guys learned something. I know I did from just watching my own gameplay. If you guys liked the video, I'd appreciate a like. If you dislike it, please leave a comment down below letting me know why. And please subscribe if you want to find your way back for more content. That being said, I hope you guys have had a good day, and thanks for watching.